We are here in Luxembourg at the Goodyear Proving Ground at the Goodyear Dunlop Road Safety Days, an event that we are establishing on an annual basis to talk about various aspects of road safety. 140 journalists from about 23 countries around Europe have taken this opportunity to visit us here in Luxembourg and to learn more about the new tire legislation that will come in effect next year.
As Goodyear Dunlop, we very much welcome the new EU tire label because it will give consumers crucial information on environmental and safety parameters. You will see on the label wet grip performance indicator, which we think is very important from a safety perspective, but also an environmental aspect is covered through the rolling resistance grade and the noise level.
Tire engineering challenge is to develop a tire that has a good balance between the various tire performance items. And we at Goodyear Dunlop, we focus on safety and we do not allow compromises in any of the other items.
The tire label for sure will have an impact. I'm not able to say which will be the weight of this impact, but in a system like the electronic stability control of the car is completely relying on the grip of the tires. So the tires are an important element.
Road Safety Days is a great experience and a great demonstration of the importance of different tire selection for the consumer and in terms of road safety altogether.
I think when I was driving the car, as soon as you apply the brakes, you really feel the braking happening and the traction seems to be really quite strong. So I felt that I was stopping very quickly.
So in order to optimize tires, we have of course to understand the mechanism, but we have different solutions to optimize the tire. First of all, we can play on the tread pattern, so that's the main excitation for the exterior noise. We can play on the distribution of the blocks, the tread blocks around the circumference of the tire. We can play also on the size, and we can also shift the different blocks versus each other in order to decrease the level of noise, but also spread the noise level on the frequency.
Tires are black and round, you cannot see inside. And the labels give some information, but what does it mean in real life? That's what we have the journalists here for, to show them, okay, this is, for example, wet grip index, that's how it translates into stopping distance, and it allows them to visualize to their viewers and their magazine readers really what it means in real life when I'm driving a high-grade tire instead of a low-grade.
I've learned a ton that I didn't know, yes. I've learned a lot about the importance of tyre pressure, which I didn't realise. I've learned that most tyres seem to be designed with specific conditions in mind, whereas I was under the impression that once you had a tyre that was going to do you in all the conditions. I've been really struck by the difference in the handling and braking characteristics of different tyres. And I've also learned a lot of technical things from having some seriously knowledgeable engineers around to just on hand for you to chat to. Things about how the tyres are put together, the number of characteristics they take into account when they're optimising them. So yeah, I've learned an awful lot.
I knew quite a lot of things that we have heard today, but I think that the interpretation of certain data is giving me more information to pass on. I can now explain in greater detail why something happens.